Hey everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to Fossil Forward Finds. Today we're going to do a special Caturday episode where I'm going to look at what cat related postcards have sold in the last 90 days. And I've selected 10 for you. They're not going to be the top 10 sales because then it would be basically all the exact same theme. So I kind of poke through a little bit. Um, but as you can see here, so I put postcard cat in there, 90 days. We got a sell through rate of 8.18% for this period of time, which is not too bad. Average sale price is $18.63. You can see quite the range there. You get your penny sellers, and then you get your bigger sellers. Um, so yeah, a whole got a whole suite here chosen for you. So let's dive into it. Alrighty, so the first set of postcards I am going to show you today. Um, these are a series of postcards by what was the name? Ernest Nister is, I guess, the brand and or artist. But it's a pair of postcards. Obviously, one is dogs and not cats, but the second one is these young children holding all these little kittens, which I think is just absolutely adorable. And presumably, that's Mother Cat there looking along. Anyways, it went for 11 bids, $63.62. They did pay for shipping. So not too bad. These are posted. Looks like they're undivided back, although someone fudged it. Um, but yeah, so you can see the Ernest Nister London there. Uh, so that might be a name to keep a lookout for. Real photo postcards, of course. Real photo postcards are typically good ones to have. Uh, Anyways, let me turn that off. So in this case, we have this very adorable cat lounging. Um, yeah, they called it a garden cart, which yeah, I can see what they were saying there. So there's the back, so I'm posted. 10 bids, $75.88. So problem I would have is I will probably never sell cat real photo postcards because I will end up keeping them all. But if you're not me and you are not a super cat collector, the real photos are good ones to look out for. A theme that came up multiple times, and I think I have another one to show you later on, um, while going through the first several pages of the highest price sold, was Santa cats and Christmas cats in general. So obviously we have Ginger Cat here, dressed up as Santa Claus with best wishes for a happy Christmas. Um, it's interesting. This one is written on the front there, but the back looks unused. Um, Anyways, went for I think this one with the full $150. I didn't see it have an offer, so I'm not sure. Do we have a maker on this one? Yeah, I don't. Nothing stands out to me. Obviously, is obvious, but oh, what do we got? Oh, it's a Lewis Wain. Oh, it even says it on the title. I'm a professional. Anyways, keep an eye out for Lewis Wain. That was a name I was definitely seeing a lot. Alrighty. So here's another interesting one. Anthropomorphic Theostropher. We're gonna pretend that's correct. But we have a pair of cats. Looks this would actually be great for say a Father's Day uh, postcard or whatever. That I would probably put in the item specifics under like occasion or something, because we have what looks to be a dad cat helping their kid learn how to ride a bike. 11 bids, $138.50. So keep an eye out for Theo, that name. Anthropomorphic cat's usually pretty good as well. And it's an undivided back posted. So, alrighty. I'm not usually one who sells lots. Um, I do on occasion. I have a feeling on some of these, people may have done better if they broke things out. Yeah, you might take longer, but in this case, we have a lot of 19 cat related postcards. Uh, Boulanger language. Yeah, I don't know. But let's see. Adorable cats here. What else we got going on here? So looks like they're undivided backs, or some of them are undivided backs, some of them are not. So I guess yeah, I don't. So I'm not seeing clear maker for all of them. There might be signature somewhere on some of them, but you get the vibe. Um, oh, I like this one. See, I would just end up keeping these all. Um, yeah, so I don't really have a brand or anything for you on this one, but gives you an idea of style of cat to keep an eye out for. All right, Alfred Mainzer. I feel like this is obviously a good sale. $168 on 32 bids. There is 61 cards in there though. Um, I feel like Alfred Mainzer is one of those like trap cards. Um, I always pick them up just because they're cats, anyways, and I have quite a few in my own collection. Um, but for me, I find they don't move that fast, and certainly not as much as I would expect them to. Um, yeah, because this one's you're not getting a large per dollar or dollar per card price. Um, but in any case, if you do have a whole bunch and you're looking to move them quickly, these appear to be mostly, if not all, unposted. Um, then it's good to go. I would have put anthropomorphic cats in there. Um, that may have brought a few more extra people to the listing, but not too bad. Let's see. Arthur Thiele. I've shared some of these postcards before during my Oniana Hall video. I kept some for myself. I have not seen these ones, though, with the big hats. These are really cool. But that's definitely a name to keep an eye out for. These ones went for $238 is what it ended up actually selling for. Shipping, they paid shipping. So, let's see. I don't know if I can zoom in. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, you can see the signatures in the corner there. So keep an eye out for that. Some of these are posted, some of them are not. So yeah, these are again anthropomorphic. If you can't fit it in the title, I would always try to put it somewhere in the item specifics. All right, moving up the line, we got another lot of postcards. So this was 12 Lewis Wain. So we saw Lewis earlier, but again, anthropomorphic cats. They got that one going for them. With some swimming cats, cats reading. Okay, you can see the signature there. Um, undivided backs, divided back on that one. I don't know. Cats doing some mischief in a theater, I suppose. Maybe another theater one. You get the idea, though. I think you probably have a general idea of the style of cat postcard to look for. It's these. Oh, that interesting. So these are tucks. So this is a whole mix. I would find that. I guess Lewis Wain did he do the tucks too? Yeah, I guess he did. Never mind. I stand corrected. I didn't realize that. Okay. Any case, we got cats at coffee time, tea time with some fish. I have not seen almost any of these before, so these are kind of cool. Uh, Happy Christmas, but it looks like the cats are getting married. It's an interesting combination. Uh, Cats in like a kimono or something. These are really cool. So yeah, keep an eye out for Lewis Wain and Tux and all those things. Um, yeah, we already covered that. So yeah, one bid, $240. Again, I wonder if they could have got more if they split these out, because then you can add more keywords and things like that. All right, staying on the Lewis Wain theme, this one went for $300. We got another Santa Ginger Cat. It looks like they're going. I was going to say they're going for a sled down the hill, but they don't have a sled. They're just kind of chilling, playing with the toys. Undivided back. Not much more to say about that one. All right, we're almost there. I actually, incidentally, chose 11 instead of 10 because apparently I can't count. Um, but the most common theme for like the first 4 or 5 pages of top selling cat-related postcards, not surprisingly, Halloween. This one I think is particularly cool. They're doing a pin the tail on the cat, and this one went for $650, which I think is just pretty remarkable. Condition looks pretty decent. You know, the little corner smush, but that's fairly normal. Um, yeah, it's definitely an embossed card, unused. Yeah, I don't see. Let's see, it was printed in Germany. No shock there. But yeah, it doesn't seem to be an obvious maker, which is interesting. But that's a wonderful card. So definitely keep an eye out for the Halloween cat related postcards. And then to cap us off, the number one sale over the last 90 days for cat postcards was this C.S. Clarke series postcard. Looks like a, I don't know, a clown or a jester or whatever with his candlestick at night, black cat on the bottom, and jack o' lantern. I'm looking at that title and I'm like, there's no cat in there, there's no jack o' lantern, no clown, and none of that. It's quite amazing that it still managed to get the 24 bids and go up to $860. I will say I did scroll down to the item specifics. Let's see where. Yeah, the subject. Okay, they were calling it a mime. Um, so they did put a few keywords there in the subject. I would have probably tried to use that title better. Um, but in any case, they still sold it for $860. Buyer paid shipping. Not too bad. Let me know what your favorite cat-related postcard I showed today is. Have you sold any good cat postcards in the past? Yeah. Anyways, hope you have a great Caturday, and we'll catch you on the next one.